following is a feature presentation of the Replay Sports Channel, the home for great games.
Hi, good evening, football fans. Glenn Walker here from the Replay Sports Channel studios, welcoming you to Week 5 of WFL Primetime, our weekly highlight show dedicated to the WFL. Our show today brought to you by the 2025 Apex Striker GT. Drive the extraordinary. At the start of Week 5, the Barcelona Dragons and the San Antonio Commanders have a couple things in common. Both teams entered the week without a win, and both teams during the early part of this week signed veteran free agent quarterbacks. For Barcelona, it was Matthew Stafford. For San Antonio, it was Russell Wilson, in an attempt to revive the season. Our first game will be the Barcelona Dragons at the Rome Gladiators, followed by the Detroit Wheels at the San Antonio Commanders. From a rainy Stadio Olimpico, the Rome Gladiators, perfect at 4-0, playing host to the Barcelona Dragons. Rome and their number one offense would get the ball first. Quarterback Trevor Lawrence will pass complete to the running back, James Cook, good for 36 yards. Later on in the drive, Cook will run the ball this time on a sweep left into the end zone from 16 yards out, 17-0. Matthew Stafford, returning for the first time since the 2022 Western Wildcard. His first pass attempt to Devontae Parker, good for 13. Later on, punt attempt. Mann will get the punt off, and then later gets injured on the play, be out for the game. Matt Prater would be handling the punting duties. His first attempt late in the first quarter, not a good one, just 25 yards. We move into the second quarter. Trevor Lawrence and that number one offense going to work inside Barcelona territory. Completes the pass to tight end Luke Musgrave, good for 12 yards. Gladiators still lead at 7-0. Completes the pass to Nico Collins, and he's into the end zone for a 22-yard touchdown, 14-0. Gladiators. On the ensuing kickoff, Damian Pierce fields it at about the 8. Gets through two men to the 40. Clear field to run. 30, 20. He could go all the way, and he does. 92-yard kick return for Pierce, 14-7. Halfway through the second quarter, Stafford to Juju Smith-Schuster for 20-yard touchdown. They do miss the extra point. It's a 1-point lead, 14-13. Next possession for Rome. Lawrence, with plenty of time, completes the pass to Collins, good for 29 yards. On first and goal, Cook, straight up the middle from 5 yards out, 21-13. Stafford, working deep inside Barcelona territory, gets the time, completes the pass to Smith-Schuster, good for 14 yards. goes into 2-minute offense mode here, trailing by 8 points. Completes the pass over the middle to the tight end Smith for a first down. Dragons trying to get something going here. But Stafford intercepted by Julian Blackman. That'll end that drive. And the Gladiators will capitalize as Cook for his third touchdown of the day, 28-13. Prater would add a field goal late in the half. 28-16 will be the score at the half. Dragons with the ball to start the third quarter. Stafford to Parker, good for 29 yards. Stafford showing no sign of rust after having missed last year in the contract dispute with Mexico City. Completes another pass to the tight end Smith, knocked out of bounds by Blackman there after a gain of 17. Saquon Barkley will get involved in the action here. Catches the check down pass, and he's into the end zone. It's a 5-point game, 28-23, midway through the third quarter. Gladiators are driving. Lawrence to Keenan Allen for 28 yards. Gladiators lead at 35-23. Moody would add a 31-yard field goal. It would be 38-23. Then in the fourth quarter, as we're still showing some late action here, Stafford complete the pass to Mecole Hardman, 41-33. Comes down to the onside kick, and it's recovered by Rome. These teams today combined for almost 1,000 yards in total offense, 976 yards combined for both teams. Matthew Stafford, first game since the 2022 wildcard game, now just 765 yards away from 50,000 in a career. James Cook gets player of the game. 21 carries, 59 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, and he did have the catch for a touchdown. As you can see, the yards there, Barcelona 517 to Rome's 459. Rome improves to 5-0. Barcelona drops to 0-5. In San Antonio at the Alamo Dome, the Commanders trying to improve, signing Russell Wilson earlier in the week. Russell Wilson, formerly from the New York Generals, first pass attempt, not a memorable one as he's dropped by Carter, a loss for 6 yards. Detroit, with the ever-improving rookie quarterback, Aiden O'Connell completes a pass to perennial all-star Travis Kelce, good for 17 yards, into San Antonio territory. Detroit's running game getting a lot better this season. Handoff to Javonte Williams. Gets through one tackle, tries to elude the second, picks up 12. The other running back, Deontay Foreman, will get involved in the action here in just a moment. 3rd and 1 from the San Antonio 5. Foreman plunges in ahead for the touchdown. Missed point after attempt. Common theme we'll hear today, 6-0 Detroit. Wilson started to get warmed up as the game progressed. Fires one to Noah Brown for 25 yards. San Antonio would have to settle for a McManus 54-yard field goal. 6-3 Detroit. Late first quarter. O'Connell. He could throw to Travis Kelce all day. Kelce, good for 18 yards. Move into the second quarter. Same drive. Did we mention O'Connell throwing to Kelce? Bang, here we go again. Kelce into the end zone, 19 yards. Another missed point after attempt by Justin Tucker. Detroit leads it 12-10, 12-3. San Antonio would add another field goal, 12-6 at halftime. We fast forward to the third quarter. O'Connell to Josh Palmer for 21 yards. Tucker makes the field goal, and it's a 15-6 game. O'Connell in the Detroit offense, looking for that first victory of the season, checks down to Kelsey on this next play. Going to run this one, but there is a penalty on the play. Holding on Kelsey, so that'll back him up a little bit. The O'Connell-Kelsey connection, though. Picking it up again. Kelsey makes the grab and into the end zone. 32-yard touchdown, 22-6 Detroit. We haven't forgotten San Antonio as Russell Wilson completes the pass to Tyler Boyd, and Boyd will do the rest. He could go all the way, but he doesn't. 78 yards, stopped at the 5. Play later, Wilson to the tight end, Evan Ingram. It's tight end day today in San Antonio, 22-13. Heading into the fourth quarter, San Antonio adds another field goal. It's 22-16. Later on, O'Connell to Kelsey. Kelsey having a monster day, 16 catches at that point. Tucker adds another field goal, makes it 25-16. And that would be the final. Oh, they'd add another field goal, 28-16, the final score. Detroit on the day, 465 yards in net offense. Time of possession, over 37 minutes. 10 trips into the red zone, 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals. First win of the season for Detroit. In fact, it's their first win since week 13 of last season when they defeated Birmingham 22-6. Player of the game, Travis Kelce, 18 catches, 220 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The London Knights are trying to keep pace with Rome in the Europa Division. Last Sunday, they visited Berlin, a team that they've never beaten in 4 attempts. And in New York, the top 2 quarterbacks taken in the draft faced off against each other for the first time. "47-degree clear day in Berlin as the Thunder take on the Knights. Berlin, a perfect 4-0 against the Knights. Patrick Mahomes working out of the pistol formation on the game's first possession. Completes a pass to tight end George Kittle. Picks up 55 yards on this play and ends up deep into Knights territory. Mahomes looking to put Berlin on the scoreboard here early. Back to pass. Pass picked off by Xavier Woods in the end zone. London ball. Knights' first possession of the game. Carr hands it off to Christian McCaffrey. CMC picks up 16 yards. McCaffrey can also catch the ball. Working out of 11 personnel, McCaffrey takes it at midfield. Pickup of 29 yards before being tackled. Nearing the halfway point of the first quarter, Carr completes a pass to Everett. Touchdown. London leads at 7-0. We move into the second quarter. London again inside Berlin territory. Completes it to Stephon Diggs, but they missed the point after. It's 13-0. A lot of missed PATs today. Mahomes. Pass to Flowers. Gets by one man. He's into the open field. 2 men to beat. Can he do it? Oh, he's finally brought down by Gibson. A 56-yard gain there by Flowers, the rookie. Mahomes. Play action. No, he's going to hand off to Cooks. Got ahead of myself here on the play sheet here. Sorry. Working out of 22 personnel. Mahomes is going to throw it to the H-back. Dr. Brenton Strange. Dr. Strange with a 5-yard touchdown pass. Berlin's on the board 13-7. Late second quarter. Carr to Diggs. gets through one man, and he's into the end zone. London leads at 20-7 at halftime. London will get a field goal in their opening possession. They lead 27-7. Berlin in a hole here. Mahomes pass to Dotson, good for 14. We mentioned tight end day earlier. Kelsey having a great day in the Detroit-San Antonio game. George Kittle with a catch here. Berlin threatening to score. Mahomes, though, right into the hands of DaRon Bland. Mahomes picked off for the second time today. Empty backfield. Carr looking deep. Finds Jaden Reed for 25 yards. Late third quarter. Play action. Incomplete pass. He's looking for McCaffrey on that one. Goes to 12 personnel here. One running back, two tight ends. Plenty of time to throw. Over the middle, finds Everett, another tight end. From 12 yards out, another missed PAT, 29-7 as we head to the fourth. Berlin, desperate. They got to get some points on the board here. Screen pass to Devin Achane. He could go. Oh, he stopped at the 3. That's okay, though. Mahomes to Achane from 3 yards out. It's 29-14. We fast forward to late in the fourth quarter. The Knights, they've never beaten Berlin before until today. Carr to Reed from 15 yards out. Final score 36-14. London records their first ever victory against the Thunder. Carr and London taking advantage of the league's worst pass defense. Total offense over 500 yards. And player of the game, Derek Carr, 44 of 55, 443 yards and 5 touchdowns from the man who escaped Washington. The Knights keep pace with Rome and the Europa Division. The first two quarterbacks taken in the 2024 draft, CJ Stroud of the DC Guardians and Bryce Young for the New York Generals, play against each other for the first time last Sunday at venerable Yankee Stadium. DC punts on their first possession. And then it's time for Bryce Young and the Generals offense to get to work. Young, with time to throw, completes it to Rashid Shaheed for a pickup of 12. Still on the same possession, play action. Young launches a pass to Shaheed, and he's into the end zone. 42-yard touchdown pass. Generals up 7-0. New York would add a field goal. Late in the first quarter, they lead 10-0. We'll move to the second quarter. Stroud completes a pass to Darren Waller for 12 yards. They'd have to settle for an Elliott field goal. Score is 10-3 as we move to the halfway point of the second quarter. Young operating out of that one running back, two tight end formation, throws. Pass deflected by Taylor Britt, but he can't come up with it. Another pass deflected, intended for Waller. So we move to late in the second quarter. Stroud to Pitts for 5. 3rd and 5. Trailing by 7. Stroud finds Johnson into the end zone. And we've got a tie game. Both teams would add a field goal before the half. It'd be 13-13 at halftime. DC starts with the ball first. Robinson with a 16-yard run. Fumble, but he able to recover his own fumble. Stroud struggling early today, just 6 of 20 for 63 yards at this point, but he connects with Brandon Ayuk for 27 yards. Struggling in the red zone, however. As we see on 3rd and 15, Pitts is hit at the 6. They'd have to settle for an Elliott field goal. They take a 16-13 lead near the halfway point of the third quarter. Young having the better day of the two rookies. Plenty of time to throw. Downfield to Shaheed. Into the end zone. Touchdown Generals. They lead at 20-16 as we head into the fourth. 23-16. DC attempts a field goal. It's 23-19. New York will try to run some timeout, but DC will get the ball back with just over 90 seconds left to go. Stroud back to pass. Fires to Hollywood Brown for 22 yards. Tick, 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 tick. No timeouts left. DC United and Bullard with the sack of Stroud. They got to hurry up. Under 60 seconds left to go. Trailing 23-19. Flag on the play. Holding on Sauce Gardner. Automatic first down. 55 seconds left. Stroud with time. Completes it to Brown at the 30. Got to get out of bounds. He does at the 25. 44 seconds left. Stroud intercepted by Paulson Adebo. And the Generals hold on with a 23-19 victory. New York defense sacked Stroud 8 times in this game. Rashid Shaheed, your player of the game from the Generals. 6 catches, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns. What a showcase between these two rookie quarterbacks, and we'll see them again play against each other in DC a little bit later this season. Week 5 showcased conference championship rematches from last season. On tonight's Monday Night Football game, Las Vegas will host St. Louis in a rematch of last year's Western Conference championship game. And on Sunday, Tampa Bay hosted Paris for a rematch of the Eastern Conference championship of a year ago. Elsewhere in the Atlantic Division, Toronto and Birmingham played to keep pressure on the division-leading Bandits. Let's take a look at those highlights. The rematch of the Eastern Conference Championship from a year ago, the Paris Legends and the Tampa Bay Bandits from a very warm Raymond James Stadium last Sunday. Paris gets the ball first. They're driving. Joe Burrow in the pistol formation. Back to pass. Throws intercepted by Jordan Whitehead. Tampa Bay with the ball. Will Levis surprising a lot of people in his rookie season, replacing Tom Brady at quarterback as he throws to another surprise, tight end Cole Kmet. Pass good for 28 yards. They would go for a 32-yard field goal attempt, but Ryland would miss. Punt attempt here. No, it's a fake. Tricky Paris Legends. Logan Cook tries to find David Njoku, but the pass is incomplete. Turnover. Levis and company would get the ball near midfield. Levis uncorks one to Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin, it's 7-0 Bandits. They would add a Ryland field goal late second quarter. Lead at 10-0. Burrow with time throws to Chris Olave. Olave, oh. He gets a 37-yard pass completion into Tampa Bay territory. Same possession. Hand off to Breece Hall. 15-yard run for Hall. And that would help set up Burrow to the tight end Njoku for the touchdown. 10-7, Tampa Bay. Again, tight end day here in the WFL is Komet on a 30-yard completion from Levis. Levis, great protection on that offensive line, throws into the end zone for McLaurin. 26-yard touchdown pass, 17-7 at halftime. Tampa Bay with the lead. They go on a long opening possession to start the second half. Gus Edwards, 6-yard touchdown run, is now 24-7 in favor of the Bandits. A lot more scoring in this game than we had in the conference championship game. Pass complete to Cortland Sutton, but he fumbles. Tampa Bay gets the ball. We fast forward to the fourth quarter. Tampa Bay still leads at 24-7. Pass completes to McLaurin. Touchdown. Final score. Bandits 31. The Legends 10. Tampa Bay 488 yards in total offense. Time of possession over 33 minutes. Player of the day, Terry McLaurin, 12 catches, 213 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Tampa Bay in front in the Atlantic Division with a 4-0-1 record. Paris drops to 2-3 in the Europa Division. Down in Birmingham, Legion Field, Birmingham Americans play host to the Toronto Hitmen. Fast forward to near the end of the first quarter. Swift gets the pitch left. He's into the end zone for an 8-yard touchdown run. 7-0 Birmingham. Toronto, though, would respond. Herbert, with time to throw, completes it to DJ Moore, and he could go all the way. 63-yard touchdown pass to DJ Moore, tied up at 7-7. Gardner Minshew coming off that record-breaking day last week, and he gets intercepted by Antoine Winfield Jr. We move into the second quarter. Justin Herbert working out of that 2-3-23 alignment. He finds Moore for 12 yards. Toronto takes the lead. Birmingham have to settle for a Santos field goal on their next possession. They trail 14-10. A little bit of time left in the first half. Herbert completes it to Joe Mixon. 54-yard pass completion. Zerline would add the field goal, and it would be 17-13 at the half. We move fast forward to the third quarter. Minshew to Godwin. He's tackled down at the 2. Would be a penalty here. False start moves him back. Minshew hands off to Swift. He's going to get tackled for a loss. Finally, 4th and goal. They go for a field goal, and it's 17-13. Minshew to Godwin. What a great talented wide receiver group Birmingham has. Godwin sometimes doesn't get the recognition. On the next play, Mike Williams comes up with a 10-yard touchdown. Birmingham regains the lead, 20-17. Both teams will exchange punts. Now, after this play, a couple of series here you want to watch. In incomplete pass, broken up by Robertson there. Herbert's going to complete a pass to Mixon here. As he checks down. He's tackled. But after the play, Mixon and Ramsey exchange some words. On the very next play. Herbert to Moore. Moore and Ramsey get into it. This does not look good. Next play, pass complete to Moore, and then Ramsey is going to be ejected for fighting, and he's going to get a penalty. Ramsey ejected, also the personal foul, 10 yards added. However, Zerline would kick the field goal. We're tied at 20. 2 minutes left in this one. Tied at 20. Minshew to Chase. Down the near sideline. 30, 20. Finally tackled by Baker. 49-yard pickup. Santos, with a minute and a half left to go, nails the 33-yard field goal. Birmingham leads by 3. Less than 90 seconds left to go. But Santos's follow-up kickoff goes out of bounds. So Toronto will get the ball at their own 40. Santos is beside himself. 62 seconds left to go. 4th and 1. Rashad White picks up the first down. Needs 1, got 2. 56 seconds left. Herbert to Moore. He's got to get out of bounds. They don't have any timeouts left. 30 seconds left. Zerline with an attempt. Oh, from 50 yards out, it's wide left. Toronto comes up short, 23-20. Birmingham moves to 4-1. They're in second behind Tampa Bay in the Atlantic. Gardner Minshew, 35 of 56, 369 yards, 1 touchdown. Zerline missing the 50-yard field goal attempt near the end that could have put the game into overtime. Toronto falls to 1-3-1. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll have more WFL Primetime for you in just a moment. You're watching WFL Primetime on the Replay Sports Channel.
Some follow the road, others rewrite it. Introducing the 2025 Apex Striker GT, where innovation meets adrenaline. Powered by a twin-turbo V10 engine delivering 700 horsepower, the Apex Striker GT propels you from 0 to 60 in just 2.7 seconds. With dynamic all-wheel drive and precision-tuned handling, every twist and turn becomes an invitation. Luxury, performance, unstoppable confidence. The Apex Striker GT. Drive the extraordinary.
This telecast is copyrighted by the WFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions or accounts of the game without the WFL's consent is prohibited.
Last Sunday, the Chicago Fire and the Los Angeles Express battled to remain in contention for a hold on first place in the Central Division. And in the Pacific Division, the late afternoon game, the Aztecs are looking for a way out of the division cellar in a game against the San Diego Fleet. Let's take a look at the highlights. We take you out to the Liberty Bowl, a rainy day in Memphis, as Lamar Jackson and the Memphis Express taking on Baker Mayfield and the Chicago Fire. First place in the Central Division on the line. Memphis would score a field goal on their opening possession. They lead it 3-0. We move late into the first quarter. Lamar Jackson, with protection, fires for Kendrick Bourne in the end zone, 14 yards, touchdown, 10-0. Memphis leads at the end of one. Baker Mayfield, coming into this week with the league's best quarterback rating, finds Amon-Ra St. Brown for 11 yards. And then later in the drive, completes a pass to Durham Smythe, the tight end, for 12. Stopped at the 2. First and goal. And off to David Montgomery. Only the second rushing touchdown given up by that Memphis defense so far this season. Moving to the halfway point of the second quarter, Jackson completes a pass to Josh Downs. One man to beat, 20-10, finally brought down inside the 10-yard line. Lamar Jackson, a couple plays later, is going to take matters into his own hands here. Well, first there's an incomplete pass. Another one snuck up on me there. Third and goal from the Chicago 6. Under 7 minutes to play, Jackson taking matters into his own hands. Touchdown. Memphis leads at 17-7. Memphis defense. Got to give some credit to Memphis's defense as Quentin Jefferson with the sack of Mayfield there. That brings up a 3rd and 26. Pass completes to Amon-Ra St. Brown, need 26. I'm going to give you 61 yards here before he's finally wrestled down by Mafe. Under 3 minutes to go, Mayfield to George Slim Pickens. Gets around one man. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. 17-14. Memphis leads at halftime. Chicago would tie the game 17-all on a Dicker 21-yard field goal. Late third quarter, Jackson back to pass. Look out. Janoris Jenkins with the interception. Inside the 20. 2nd and 4. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Staying alive. 9-yard touchdown run. Chicago leads at 24-17. Heading into the fourth quarter. Memphis adds 2 more Fairbairn field goals. It's 24-23. Pass complete to Alex Pierce for 27. Under 2 minutes to go. Completes the pass to Downs. Knocked out of bounds inside the 5. First and goal from the Chicago 3. Handoff to Josh Jacobs up the middle. They attempt the 2-point conversion. It fails. They lead at 29-24. Under 2 minutes to play. Chicago gets the ball back. 2 timeouts remaining. Mayfield looking, throws, picked off by Mike Hilton. Fairbairn would add on another field goal. Final score, Express 32, Fire 24. Memphis, 497 yards in total offense. Time of possession, 33 minutes, 47 seconds. And Memphis defense recording 4 quarterback sacks. Lamar Jackson, your player of the game. 27 completions out of 40 attempts, 450 yards and a touchdown. Memphis improves to 4-1, keeping pace. Of course, they'll be watching that Monday night game tonight to see how St. Louis does against Las Vegas. A rainy day at Azteca Stadium did not dampen the spirits of the Aztecs fans as they watched their team play host to the San Diego Fleet. San Diego would go 3 and out on their first possession. Mexico City good first opening drive. Geno Smith running out of 11 personnel, fires. Looking for a receiver, can't make the completion. 3rd and 10. Smith up top to Mike Evans, and Evans into the end zone. 26-yard touchdown pass. Mexico City 7-0. Josh Allen operating out of the pistol for San Diego. Throws into double coverage there. Kyle Hamilton with the interception. And Mexico City trying to take advantage of the turnover. Smith to Okonkwo from 18 yards. It's 14-0. Mexico City after one. Aztecs not done. Early second quarter. Smith to Amari Cooper into San Diego territory. 26-yard pass. Again, tight end day across the WFL as Okonkwo, 17-yard touchdown. They missed the PAT though, 20-0 Mexico City. San Diego down 3 scores, trying to get something done here late in the first half. Allen completes a pass to TJ Hawkinson for 19 yards. Then running back Najee Harris. Eventually, he's going to get around the defensive end, get the first down, pick up 18. He's inside the red zone. They would settle for a Nick Folk 27-yard field goal. It's 20-3 at the half. Late third quarter. Still trailing 20-3. Allen to the cheetah, Tyreek Hill for 20 yards. Gives the deuce sign as he goes in. They only trail by 10 now. Late third quarter. Smith operating out of the empty backfield. Finds his favorite tight end, Okonkwo. Good for a first down, 15 yards. Mexico City would settle for a Crosby field goal. They lead by 13, 23-10. Early fourth quarter. Allen having his struggles today. Fades right under pressure, and he is picked. Used to be called Tariq Woolen, now he's just known as Reek Woolen with the interception. Smith. Guess who he's going to throw it to? Yes. 26 yards to Okonkwo. You might be saying, where's Derrick Henry? Where's the king? We got your Derrick Henry highlight right here. 5-yard touchdown run. They're going to go for 2 here. Eventually. And they do get the 2-point conversion. It's 31-10. And then there's the Smith to Cooper 28-yard touchdown. Final score from Mexico City. Aztecs 38, San Diego 10. San Diego, horrible day. Turned the ball over 4 times. Mexico City, 416 yards in net offense. Controlling time of possession, 31 minutes, 29 seconds. Your player of the day, Geno Smith. 23 of 31, 339 yards, 4 touchdowns. Mexico City improves to 2-3. And our game of the day comes from Los Angeles. The Rattlers and the Wildcats came into last Sunday's game with identical 2-2 records, both looking for a way to keep pace with the division-leading Las Vegas Outlaws. Let's take you out to SoFi Stadium, and let's take a look at the highlights. Brock Purdy and the Arizona Rattlers taking on Los Angeles and Dak Prescott. Early drive for Arizona. Brock Purdy with time to throw. Completes it to Trey McBride. Purdy 4-4 on that first drive of the game. Prescott and company with a response. 8-yard touchdown pass to Garrett Wilson. We're all tied up 7-7. Rattlers On another promising drive late in the first quarter, Purdy throws for the end zone, but he's picked off by D. Delaney from the U. Still tied at 7 going into the second quarter. Prescott working out of the pistol, has time to throw. His pass picked off by the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. Arizona looking to take advantage of the turnover. Near the midway point of the second quarter, Purdy with time to throw finds McBride on a 29-yard touchdown. 14-10 in favor of Arizona. They get LA to punt, but then disaster. Fumble on the punt return. LA gets the ball back in Arizona territory. Prescott to Cade Otton from 14 yards. They miss the PAT. They lead at 16-14. Late first half. Purdy, with 90 seconds left, completes a pass to Rondale Moore for 14. Arizona regains the lead, 21-16. Less than a minute to go before halftime. Prescott, with time to throw, fires to the end zone, completes it to ABCD Lamb for 30 yards, touchdown, and he celebrates in the stands with the fans as LA leads at 23-21 at the half. Late third quarter, still 23-21 LA. Prescott to Lamb for 22 yards. And then Kenneth Walker on second and goal pounds it in from 3 yards out. Los Angeles extends their lead 30-21. We move on to the fourth quarter. Purdy operating out of his own end zone. Has perfect protection. Completes the pass to Jalen Waddle for 18 yards. Later in the drive, just inside LA territory, the Purdy to Waddle connection. Good for 21 yards. The Rattlers, trailing by 9. Fires over the middle to Rondale Moore for 16 yards. Gets inside the 10 before being tackled. Purdy has already thrown for over 300 yards at this point. With time to throw, fires to the end zone, incomplete. Was looking for Mooney on that play. Drifts to his right to avoid the rush. Completes it to Hopkins, who stretches the ball over to break the plane. Now they trail by 2, 30-28. 5.5 minutes to go. Prescott to Wilson for 18 yards. Ball at midfield, just inside Arizona territory. Hand off to Walker, sweep left. Watch this run. 30, 20, 10. Finally tackled by Hall. 42-yard run by Walker. And what the heck, let's just have him finish off the drive here. From the 1, just outside the goal line actually, Walker scores the touchdown. LA 37-28. 4th and 13, less than a minute to go. Arizona's got to get something going here. Deion Sanders watching, hoping, praying. Pass rush. Purdy completes the pass, but there is a penalty on the play, roughing the passer on Khalil Mack. Great field position for Arizona. Purdy back to pass. They're still in this thing. Completes the pass some more. He's steps out of the 1. He thought he had the touchdown. He stepped out of the 1. 31 seconds left. Purdy with time. Incomplete. They didn't run the ball here. That kind of surprised me. No timeouts, though. 27 seconds left. Pass is complete to McBride as he tiptoes across the back end of the end zone. 37-35, of course, the inevitable onside kick, and it's recovered by Los Angeles. The Wildcats hold on to win it 37-35. Dak Prescott, your player of the game, 37 of 49, 368 yards, 3 touchdowns. They improved to 3-2. An honorable mention, Brock Purdy, 40 out of 61, 475 yards and 5 touchdowns in the losing effort. Just a reminder, we still have one more game left to play in Week 5. It's the rematch of last season's Western Conference Championship between the St. Louis Stars and the Las Vegas Outlaws. So make sure to check us out on the Replay Sports channel on YouTube. Make sure to like, subscribe, and tell others about us. Stars are trying to hold on to a share of first in the Central Division, while Las Vegas looks to move on to 5-0. So thank you once again for watching WFL Primetime, where you get to see all the highlights of all the games from each week. We'll take a look at the standings before we go. Almost forgot. Rome, 1-game lead over London in the Europa Division. Barcelona at 0-5. The Atlantic, Tampa Bay 4-0-1. Birmingham keeping close pace with Tampa Bay. Memphis with a 4-1 record. They temporarily have sole possession of first place until tonight's game. We'll see how St. Louis does. They could be tied for first after tonight's game. And, of course, Las Vegas, they're going to be in first place regardless of what happens tonight. So, again, signing off, this is Glenn Walker from the Replay Sports Channel Studios. Thanking you for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe. Love to see your comments. You guys have a great night. Take care.